Evening, folks. Brian here, Geomagnetic Earthwatch, Thursday, February 9, 2023 on our planet. Hope you're all well. Let's do a little daily brief, shall we? Let's start off with Missouri, New Madrid. Two shallows, a 3.1 and a 3.3. New Madrid zone. Only a couple. No fear is required here. Mendocino fracture correction. Blanca fracture zone. We have some shallow 3.4s. As I've been saying, we are expecting this. We want this here. This is a result of the slow slip tremors of the Wanda Fuca plate outside of Medford. This earthquake here is releasing the accumulated energy here. So again, this is good. This is nice. Out here, not here. Moving along. Before I get off to Italy, so I want to mention a couple of things about the Turkey earthquakes. Now, I've been saying in my videos, one thing I'm watching for indication of the outer core expansion are deep earthquakes in new locations. Those two new locations are below France and below Turkey. On December 22nd, there was a 2.7 at 438 kilometers in this region. So we have had prior deep earthquakes below Turkey where we've never had them before. Second note, now these earthquakes, there are two earthquake events that happened. The first here, next to the Syrian border, up to 8.1. And then later on that evening, the 7.7 and 7.8 here. So what happened, folks, is we had the Arabian plate earthquake smacked into the Anatolian plate, causing the second set earthquake event. So technically, we have two earthquake events that happened. The first one here, a series of 4 earthquakes, and then later on in the evening, our time, 7.7, 7.8 earthquakes here on this fault line, hence the spread. Now, I've said since day one of this event that the energy will be transferring up the fault line. And I'm still saying, let's pay attention to this population center here at Bengal. Unfortunately, I understand the death count is or has exceeded 20,000. Unfortunately, folks, I think that figure will double, at least. We already have countless unstable structures that will be brought down the rest of the way from this continuing seismic release and easing of the energy. Let's move on to Italy. A few days ago, I didn't report it, there was a shallow 3.2 in the Bay of Pozzuoli. There was one here. Today we have a shallow magnitude 2 at 2 kilometers depth. And of course, this is Campei Flegra. So far in the past perhaps 2 months, we've had 3 around the perimeter of Vesuvius, and we've had 3 working their way into Campei Flegra. Some interesting features. This is actually a volcano. Let's take a look. Fuzuli. Let's do a quick tour. Now, a lot of people are concerned about Vesuvius. In fact, Nostradamus had a vision of this one going off in 2020. Now he was looking in a bowl of water. Maybe he bumped the table and shifted the water. He got his dates wrong. Other people are concerned about Campei Flegra. But because our planet's going through all these changes and the massive amount of heat and pressure being exerted underneath the crust, you know what? You can't exclude these bigger babies here. Let's do a little bit of a tour, shall we? So, Campei Flegra. Agnano. Then we have the remnants of this volcano. On the inside, we have a U.S. Navy Carney Park. Obviously, a recreational facility for the United States Navy personnel and their kids inside of a volcano. Swell. Let's check our heat. So there's 2 here, and one is right in the middle of the Euphrates River. One moment, please. 065. I consider the satellite GPS coordinates to be fairly accurate in their reporting. And I've already reported on the grouping of heat on the main coast United States, following the grouping at Providence, Rhode Island. Now, in one of my previous reports, when I said to the order of where we're going to be seeing indications, I said, first, we're going to see where the crust is thinnest, the ocean crusts. First indications. Second indications, I said we're going to be seeing indications along the coastline, continental shelf. Third, we'll see indications along coastal volcanic ranges, for example, my province of British Columbia. People think about volcanic eruptions, they think about Etna, Stromboli, Philippines, Indonesia, Hawaii, all throughout the Solomon areas, Samoa, Papua New Guinea, Philippines, etc. 400 years ago, during the last grand solar minimum period, there's a volcano here, Mount Priestley, 400 years ago, massive eruption, which is in in this region. Let's do one quick drop off at the jet streams before we go. Pretty wild. That's it for now, folks. You have a swell evening.